Don't be a fool, guy. You gotta know what is. You gotta come to grips with what is right directly in front of you, and whatever it takes. You have to know precisely what is. As if you were in a Sartrean no-exit world, no mirrors. Nothing but the gaze, the glance, the look of the other. The voice print, the body language, the tone that tells you what you look like. And that's the resistance, that's the bear you have to fight out there in the environment, in the social world, all the other social performers. It's Showtime out there, and that's what I'm talking about. And if you don't see yourself in every way as others see you, you're in a world of hurt, buddy. You've got to see yourself clearly. Look in the mirror, cam yourself from every angle. You have to learn how to listen to yourself as you're behaving at the same time as you're performing. You need the feedback. You need a dynamic, vital, empirical feedback in a lived experience as it's happening, as you're going through it, as the pressure and the stresses are on, or it means nothing. And you need the intel as quickly as possible. You need cold, hard, practical, real world intel. And that means struggle. And that means conflict, encounter and confrontation in the arena. That means getting your feathers ruffled and more. There's no way to get around it, friend. Anything anybody says in lieu of what I'm talking about right here, they're making it up. Because it has to be custom made to fit to the particular individual. Nobody can, if you want it in Christian terms, nobody can carry a cross for you. One of the most amazing and impressive things I've ever seen in my life was the 12 stations on the way to the cross. And Jesus carried that cross. He had to pick it up as a man and carry that cross to the place of execution, a horrific execution. And this is a totally innocent man, purely innocent. And as he's carrying a cross, after having been scoured, hard, brutalized, insulted, he made the journey to the place of execution, spat on, cursed, humiliated, mocked, in pain and agony, agonizing for thirst, being whipped as he moved along the stations on the way to the cross. That's an incredible visual. Whether it's true or not, whether it might have happened, whether Jesus was the Son of God as he claimed to be, is irrelevant to what I'm talking about here. It's hard to get your mind around that kind of situation. This is a purely innocent man. Each of us, it is demanded of us by the lupus hominis, man to wolf to man. Now, the Christian Bible said man is good. The devil made him bad. They say bullshit. Man is neither good or bad. He exists on that continuum. If he has any rights, he only has the rights that he can fight for, dog down, balls to the wall. That's going to take tremendous physical conditioning. It's going to take stamina, endurance, and willpower made out of steel. But you can't have any willpower. You can't have any stamina. You can't have any endurance. You can't have any credibility. You can't have any presence if you're not in tremendous physical shape. It all gets down to that. When I say tremendous physical shape, you've got to be cold, alloyed steel, perfect steel that is powerful, strong, but yet flexible. You can't do anything without credibility, without presence, without respect, without getting the edge. Your presence, if your presence is so powerful enough, it is the leverager. It is the, a certain word I'm looking for. It is the leverage that you need on the situation, that you need to ensure performance as promised, specific time, specific date, specific performance with specific value, specific amount of money. It all breaks down to dollars and cents and legal aspects, and reduces itself ultimately to a power struggle. It takes those forms, and if those forms don't work, then it's chingazo time. And you better be one hell of a good street fighter. You better be alert, tough, and have powerful resolve. Or if you're a short man like me, I'm 5'3½", I got a big belly, big fat belly. I'm ridiculous to look at it in appearance. I would be called a dwarf, a troll, or a gnome out there. Those of us who look like me, and there's a lot of you out there, you gotta fight your way out of pillory. Because we have a very short, tight leash, and particularly when it comes to women, we gotta be, of necessity, a perfect gentleman just to survive in the social presence. Can you understand a thing like that? Can you imagine a horror of something like that while you take and watch your TDH, your pretty boy, your obnoxious brute jock? He has a very long, flexible leash. The bum that has a personality and an appearance and a good superficial show. He smiles at the right time. He knows what to say. He knows what to do. He is a great persuader, great salesman, great negotiator. And it all breaks down to sales. You've got to sell it to yourself first and convince yourself first before you can do it out there, but you better be right. You know, I was talking shit. A buddy of mine said, ask yourself one question. What question should I ask myself? Have you ever done it? How do you know you can do what you claim you can do? Have you ever done it? I had to stop and think. No. Another guy advises admonition. Circulate! Circulate! That's the way. Only one problem with that. If you have no appearance, if you have no personality, if you have no social skills, if you have no rhetorical skills, if you have no experience, and if you look like me, short, fat, and dumpy, you can't even make it to the point where you can get access. And that's a whole different problem. Nobody's ever talked about this. Nobody goes into depth about it's a pandemic problem, except for me, except for your stranger.